In other news, communications data and intelligence company Smarsh is using AI to help capture, archive, and analyze billions of messages across more than 100 channels. I spoke with CEO Kim Crawford Goodman about how the company is achieving this. Take a listen.
In the financial system and frankly across regulated industries. What we do is help our clients with a requirement that they have to really capture and track all of the communications, particularly electronic communications, between financial institutions and their clients, between one another. So there's always a record of, what did that advisor advise you? There's always a record between when trades happen, what actually was the communication. And this is a requirement because you have to crawl through that communication to make sure there's no bad behavior, to make sure there's no insider trading, no collusion, no fraud, etc. So what we do at Smarsh, and we're the largest in our space by what we can tell more than 2 times, is we help institutions from the very smallest to the very largest, really protect their enterprise, protect you and I as investors by capturing all this information for them, holding it in a very pristine way, and then analyzing it on their behalf.
Smarsh is powered by AI. Can you give us use cases of what this AI is doing?
Yes, another wonderful question, because people talk about AI all the time. It's making a huge impact in industry and financial services, etc. We at Smarsh have a real use case. And our real use case is literally, you mentioned, we're capturing billions of messages a month. We are holding over 100 petabytes of data. And when you look through that information, there's old ways to do it, which is just looking for keywords of Ashley has it on inside information that. But AI is creating through Smarsh, creating a whole new frontier of really being able to analyze, crawl, and evaluate that information in much more high quality, insightful, and thorough ways so that you can really actually see what has happened in all of this communications. You can see the relationships that people formed over time. You can see the bad behavior as it emerges, and you can really make sure you're not chasing false positives like Ashley has it on inside information that Kim is coming to Thanksgiving dinner, but you can really chase the true problems and the true fraud that are out there. We are also taking another step. We announced actually last year our intelligent agent product, which is many times when people find what they think are problems, they serve it up and they have hundreds of humans going through it, looking for it, and many times not finding what they need to find. We also are in agentic AI, where we are using our intelligence to actually have the AI or the agent crawl through so that the humans can work on much more sophisticated analysis and work.
So if I'm a user, I'm at a large bank. I know that you service many, many large banks, many of them NYSE listed. How exactly am I using this? Am I typing in questions in natural language? Like what is the user interface like?
Well, the first thing that happens if you mentioned large bank, but we serve from the smallest to the largest. In fact, so you could be at a 10-person RIA. You could be in across government. You could be in health entities. The first thing that's happening to you inside that institution is when you're sending any emails, when you're on text message, when you're on LinkedIn or any social media, when you're on Bloomberg terminals, the list, or ICE chat, the list goes on and on and on. All of that communication that you're doing, we're actually grabbing all of it. And we are storing all of it. So the first thing that happens to you as an employee is your and we even have voice now. So we can, on behalf of our clients, track voice, video, etc. So the first thing that happens to you as an employee is all of that information is actually being captured and stored and is available for somewhere between 7 to 20 years. You're asking, okay, but then how does the user inside that institution actually use it? What's happening with the people who typically right now are in compliance, but we see use cases in many other areas. Typically what's happening for them is they are getting alerts from our technology. They're getting alerts that there might be a problem with Ashley or Ashley's relationship with Karen or Mark or John. And when they're getting those alerts, they're then having to do more analysis on those alerts. And they are going to our tool, and inside our tool, they're searching in search bars. They're doing more depth to really kind of find the problem. But what's happening now is instead of them having to look at 1,000 a day, and maybe there's one problem in there, they get to look at 100 a day, and there's probably 90 problems in that 100.